Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. On top of the morning to each and every one. And this Monday, it's Happy Monday, everybody. It's wherever you're watching from. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night. Yes, it's blessings to be alive and well, able to move about freely. It's the first day after the weekend. You know, this week is the turkey week if you're in America. Yes, Thanksgiving is Thursday. So if you like the big bird, then yes, a lot of people will be partake of their turkey. Yes, Americans love their turkey and ham and yam. So yes, Thursday will be Thanksgiving. So a lot of people, as you see, school is out, so the road is free. Yes, we are going to discuss an interesting topic that a lot of family they take pride in their profession. Grandmother was a nurse, mother become a nurse, daughter become a nurse, and the trend continue. Now we see the president Donald J. Trump state that nurses is not a profession anymore. Nurses during COVID, they were our first responders. They were the ones who, even the same Donald Trump, when he went to the hospital for COVID, they were the one who have to take care of him. Now he fighting, said nurses is not a profession. All because the nurses make a lot of money. Because when you become a RN, you got a lot of other degrees you can get. And the more degree you have is the more money you make. And now we see where Donald Trump said nursing is not a profession. But we could say the same thing about the president. The president is not a profession. Because people have to elect you. You don't go to school to get a degree to become a president. So what are your thoughts this morning? Nurses are outraged about Donald Trump. All because nurses make a lot of money. Do you think Donald Trump and his billionaire and millionaire friends want everybody to be rich? I don't think so. Everything that make America great again, he taking it away. All because of lot of black people profession is nurses. They are in nursing. Donald Trump is taking that away. Because we have a lot of black nurses or Latino nurses. But what are your thoughts this morning? Nursing is not a professional by Donald Trump. That's what he said and said. After you go to school and become a nurse, a RN, we see we're in COVID. Nurses work tirelessly. A lot of nurses pass away during COVID because nurses was calling out left, right, and center. Because they say, hey, we got a family and we don't want to contract this disease. So we are calling out. So nurses was working 72 hours just to take care of patients while their family at home wait and see if they're gonna come home. And a lot of them take home the disease or the virus home. A lot of them was compromised. And we see where a lot of them passed away as well. But because we have a president, an old president, a man who is almost 100 years old, coming with no new ideas, it's all racist old ideas, trying to get rid of the backbone of America. So he say he gotta make America great again. The very fabric core that make up America, he's getting rid of it. See today where he said he's not attending the G20 summit in Africa. So they're having a field day out of it. So why would a president skip the G20 summit? But that's Donald Trump, president. If it's not centered around him, then hey, he's not gonna take part. But what are your thoughts this morning? Do you think the president is wrong about the nursing profession? Back home when we were growing up as children, you go to school for career day, then street profession most of the children are kids. Police, nurse, and firefighter. Some soldier. And you ask them why. Because they say the nurses help people. And now we see your president don't think that nurse is a profession. So now, what do you think gonna happen? They're all gonna run with it. The nurse is not a professional job. So you have two parts of it. You have the CNA and you have the RN. So like how Donald Trump is old now, a few more years from now, it's gonna be the CNA who take care of him, which is the certified nursing assistant. And then you're gonna have the nurse, which is the RN. So if it's not a professional, you don't need none of them to take care of him. You're gonna get his children to take care of him, or grandchildren, or great grandchildren to take care of him, since it's not a profession. But when you elect somebody old and think they have a vision for your generation or your grandchildren or your great grandchildren, they don't. If you're black or of color making a lot of money in America, Donald Trump don't want that. If you look at most of the black position them that occupy, black people that occupy high position in America, he getting rid of them. He said, no, we can't have that. And that's what he's doing. He not only make America great again, but he's making America poor again. And that's what it seemed like. Because you go to the store now, price of food is sky high, through the roof. Tariffs start to affect us. If you're from a certain country, the food that you purchase here now is so expensive. Because I'm from Jamaica, so the tariff coming in of goods from Jamaica, it's 10% added to it. So we are paying 10% more for goods coming in from Jamaica. And that 10% you could have saved if the president never bring in tariffs. And the people in Congress and Senate, they don't see nothing wrong with it because they are millionaires and billionaires. It's not affecting their pocket. Because most likely they get subsidies. So it's not affecting them. If it was affecting them, then they would make changes. But because Donald Trump run on the Monica, make America great again. So he don't care about the poor in America. Never did, never will, because he never poor a day in his life. Just like how he shut down the country for 43 days, a lot of people were suffering. We see where last weekend a lot of people get their turkey. All these lines at New Birth was crazy. That to show you a lot of people is suffering in America. A first world country. A lot of people are still suffering. A lot of people are living below the minimum wage. And now a lot of families sacrifice to send one of your children, if they have more than one, to school to become a nurse. Because at least that profession can pay anywhere between 60 to 100 and something thousand per year. As nurses make up to 45, $50 an hour. And the more degree you have in nursing, is the more money you make. And we see where our President Donald J. Trump says it's not a profession. So now you send your children, or you send your children to school to become a nurse, and he or she become a nurse, and then start to make some money, start to take your family out of the ghetto or garrison or what we call it, project in America, and you look up like, yeah, when you're having a conversation, then you and people can talk and like, hey, my daughter is a nurse, my son is a nurse. No, Donald Trump, it's not a profession. So if it's not a profession, then what do you think happened? They don't look up to nurse no more. You're gonna look up to a businessman. So what a businessman profession like Donald Trump? It's rather interesting. Everything that Donald Trump doing in the White House is just interesting. He playing tit for tat. He's out for revenge in everything he do. But the Lord said, vengeance is mine. So he can only do so much. He have what? 3 more years leave. And because he know he only have 3 more years, because he can only do one term, he can't do two. So he's doing everything in his power to get rid of what him and his billionaire and millionaire friends set out to do. To put back the country 400 years. They said why he don't go to the G summit or the G20 summit. It's because all of them say no to King Trump. It's rather interesting though. Interesting time in America. It is interesting. And it's only gonna get worse before it get better under Donald J. Trump. And as we drive on the streets of America, right now I'm on Joseph Laurie Boulevard, and you're gonna see the amount of people who is suffering. It's now 7:02. You're gonna see a lot of people walking, homeless. Some of them is military background. As you see to your left, see a lot of them have their bags and sleeping over there, and it's now what 54 degrees, so it's kind of on the cool side. You have a lot of them. Yes, so we have nowhere to go. This Thursday is Thanksgiving Thursday. But the nurses are outraged. What are your thoughts this morning? If you just tune into the live, Donald Trump state that nursing is not a professional anymore. But it don't matter what Donald thinks. We all know that nursing is one of the many professionals to save life because they have to keep it pro. You can imagine they have COVID and they still have to go to work, leave their family, and go to work during COVID. And Donald Trump gonna come out and say it's not a professional job. He's just trying to get rid of the Epstein file to be released. That's my thought on it. See, this guy up every morning begging. Look how early. 7:02 and he begging. While you're begging, you can go look at 9 to 5. Because you're smart enough to beg. Yeah, man, praise the Lord, man. Next time. Yeah, man, God is good. Next time. If you can beg, you can go work. Yeah, man. Blessings. I said blessings, many blessings. You can figure out how to beg. That means you can go work. You can sweep the street. But this Thursday is Thanksgiving in America. And as I tell you, when you're up and down on the street, no matter what time of the day or night, you have a lot of people homeless. And if you read what the sign that they have on their placard, a lot of them state, hey, I just need a beer. That means you're an alcoholic. You're up early begging a beer. So that means you can go work and get a beer. But as I state, it's interesting time. In America, our president skipped the G20 summit in Africa. Say he don't want to go through the shit country. Yeah, they don't want no King Trump. King Trump is rebelling against them. So you don't want to meet with them. Then we also see where they said they blow up an iron refinery in Venezuela. And we see where. So are we gonna go into a war with Venezuela now? And we see where they said they never see such a rapid response, sending vessels and vessels into Venezuela. Well, we all know that from his first presidency, he wanna get rid of Maduro. So, what are your thoughts this morning? It's getting crazier and crazier by the minute, by the day. Every day, something new under the sun with the president of America. War between Russia and Ukraine. War between Israel and Palestine. And now we see where Donald Trump, the U.S. president, wanna go in war with Venezuela. As the Bible fulfills itself, it said there's gonna be war and rumors of war and more war. The minds and the hearts of man is wicked. As you look to the right, you could see that person is sleeping right there and have a lot of garbage surrounded him. But if you just start watching the live, what are your thoughts this morning? Donald Trump said nursing is not a profession anymore. All because nurses make a lot of money. You could leave your comment down below. Donald Trump said nurses making too much more money. They're making too much money. So hey, let's stop them from getting all that money. And we see where him and Marjorie Taylor Greene is at war. So you call him it, I call her Marjorie Traitor Brown. So Marjorie was having an affair. So that's why he called her Marjorie Traitor Brown. Tell you man, this guy played tit for tat. When you're old, that's what old people do. So they keeping it 100, so they don't care. You know he's not gonna run again, so he doing everything in his power to whatever he set out was to do in the first term that he couldn't get done. He's doing it now. while the Republicans sit back and agree with him. The Epstein file, lots of the Republican who are women, you don't see more than one of them come out and say, hey, Mr. President, you need to release the file because the victim want to get closure. It's only one person come out, Margie Taylor Greene. We also see where Al Green, congressman of Texas, pushing for an impeachment against Donald Trump. This is the most impeachment a president could ever get. But what are your thoughts this morning? Nurses are outraged because Donald Trump says it's not a profession. But this is where we say so long, bye-bye, until tomorrow. Peace and love to your fellow man. Whatever you do, just remember to keep the faith because God is great. One love, one aim, one destiny, as the great man would said, Marcus Monsignor Garvey. One love. I'm out of here.